Welcome back to Leeds Lately. Today's video is the live watch along of Everton versus Leeds United at Goodison Park, and it is a massive game in our season. It cannot be underestimated how much we need 3 points today. It is huge at Goodison, and I think we've got it in us. The way Scrappy set us up in that first game against Man United and the second one as well, for most of that game we were pretty on it. So apparently he's just taken a bit of the confusion out of things. He's simplified things and just trying to get the players back to doing what they do best. So let's hope that, like Rob said in the chat, reaction videos have been a bit depressing this season. Let's hope after the game we're all a little bit happier than we have been in recent times. But 1 minute away is kickoff. I'll be back at Elland Road next weekend for Southampton, so you get you'll get what are they called? Match day vlog. I haven't done one in so long, apart from last week. Yes, there'll be a match day vlog next week, but for this week, we are going to be live for the duration of this game, where hopefully Leeds can get a big 3 points. Alex saying, would you take a point today? I mean, I don't think so. I think I'd be upset if we got a point. We need more than that. Given who we're playing, it's not the end of the world, because a point would keep us above them. But it does feel like now is crunch time, and now is where we need to get another 3 points. We haven't won a game since my birthday, which is the 5th of November. So the fact that we haven't won a game since then is mad. At the moment, the players are all just doing a minute's applause because of the death of Christian Atsu, who played for Everton, Newcastle's mother teams in the Premier League, and he was out in Turkey playing his football, and unfortunately has passed away due to the earthquakes there. So good that they recognised him before the game. I do think that we've got it in us to beat this this Sean Dyche Everton team. They had their new manager bounce and they beat Arsenal. But we've really got to be getting points today. I'm going to look out for my mate as well in the away end. He says he's in row A in the away end. I was here last season at Everton in all the wooden seats. But we have kicked off here. We are live at Goodison Park, and Leeds are trying to press Mykolenko at the back, but he tries to send it long here. Got to have more out of Bamford today. Yeah, I agree. When his chances have come in recent times, he has been swiping at things aimlessly a little bit and missing really good chances. So just as Adams cuts the ball out there, they have got Maupay up front, or Maupay, however you want to say it, and he is always a nightmare against Leeds. What you're watching him? I'm watching it on USA TV. So yeah, as well, formations, well, not formations, but lineups on either side of me now. If you didn't catch me in the last watch long, which was the Forest one where Marsh got sacked, you'll know that I've now got this set up as well, where I can tell you who's gone on and who's come off the bench and who's gone off the pitch, and we can have that up at all times then, so it makes it easier for people who are joining and stuff. Rob saying Everton playing in blue. Hopefully Bamford will think that he's playing against Cardiff. Yeah, we are in our changed tie-dye strip, if you will, today, and Everton in their home colours, blue and white. Tarkowski wins the ball back there for Everton, and McNeil tries to play it down the line past Ayling. Ball into the box from Mykolenko and headed away by Verba. Onana now with the ball. He's going to try and play it down the line, but it's just gone too far for Seamus Coleman, I think it was. So Leeds are going to have a goal kick here. Tim Chapman saying no manager bounce. Come on, Leeds. Yeah, we're going to have the no manager bounce with Scooby and the gang in charge. Let's hope that he can get us a big 3 points today, because it would do us the world of good, especially for the confidence of going then into Southampton and being able to say, right, well, we've just won a game, let's go and win another one, especially at home against Southampton. Who, Southampton, if I'm correct, are still managerless as well, aren't they? Because Jesse Marsh never went there. Harrison now with the ball into Bamford. Corner to Leeds. Early corner to Leeds here. Idrissa Gana Gay gave that away there. When I went to Florida in September, I came back and we were waiting to get picked up from the airport, and Idrissa Gana Gay just walked past me with his PSG bags just as he was arriving back for to go to Everton, which was odd, but crossed into the box by Somerville, all towards the back post. It's gone out for another corner as Verba tried to win the back post header against Connor Cody. Another corner for Leeds then here. Wilfried Gnonto's going to take this one. Come on, Leeds. Get the ball in the box, Willie Gnonto. Get a big head on it. Get an early lead. That's one of the worst corners I've ever seen. That was terrible from Gnonto. I don't know what that was. Really poor corner. Straight along the ground. Hit the first man, and Leeds have had to take a throw in from the clearance. So, yeah, I don't know what that was, but it's okay. It's not the end of the world. Ayling now tries to put the ball into the box, and McKennie's touch is not too good, and it bounces through to Jordan Pickford there. Pickford sends it long then. Tyler Adams looking to win that header, but it's been nicked off him by Maupai, but the ball's bobbling around everywhere here. Somerville's done really well to get the ball there. Now Ayling's looking to pick somebody out. Ayling tries to pass it through, but deflected by McNeil, and it's gone all the way through thanks to a little guided header from Cody to Jordan Pickford. So no real chances here in the first 5 minutes. You wouldn't sort of expect so against Sean Dyche's Burnley, but they do seem as though they're trying to play on the counter-attack here, and Onana's just running towards Leeds' goal, tries to slide it into the box for Maupay, goes past everybody and out for a goal kick there. So you can see what Everton are trying to do. They're trying to get the ball up to the front man as fast as possible with that long ball in from the centre-backs, which is what Cody and Tarkovsky are going to do all day, try and play it up to the top. Once they can get it down, that's going to cause us some problems there, which is what the issue always was under Marsh, was that we would cause problems when somebody played a long ball over the top to the striker. But Verba looks like he's gone down here with a bit of shoulder pain, so hopefully that's nothing too serious, because he's been excellent for us since he came in. Yeah, it looks like Verba's gone down there holding his right shoulder, so hopefully it's not too bad. See a lot of people, if you'd have seen on the channel the match day vlog that I did from last weekend against Man United, a lot of people complaining about Rutter when he came on, and when he came on in that number 9 role, and I suggested on the final word, if you watch the final word, if you don't watch the final word, sorry, it's on Joe Wainman's channel, the Just Joe Football Show. We do the final word the day after every game at 8 p.m. Easy for me to say. And I was just saying on there how I think Rutter maybe isn't suited to be in that out-and-out striker on his own yet. He's only 20 years old. I think he's probably better maybe coming on later on in this game for somebody like Somerville, coming off the right-hand side and cutting in on his left foot. Play underway again here, though. Meslier sends it a long goal kick towards Everton's backline, whilst Verba is actually off the pitch at the moment. And they're going to see if they can send him back on now. Yeah, Verba comes back on, and nothing really happened whilst he was off, which is good. Everton with a throw-in then halfway inside Leeds' half. Patrick Bamford now with the ball running at Connor Cody. Patrick Bamford tries to get into the box. He's got a foot there by Cody, but Harrison's managed to pick it up. Now the ball with Gnonto. Leeds still with the ball here in a crossing position. Gnonto gives it back to Harrison. A couple of Leeds players waiting in the box. Harrison tries to cross it weak foot, but Tarkovsky sends it away. Ayling then picks it up. Ayling, obviously, as well, which I haven't talked about on the channel, has signed a new contract, but he plays the ball down the line to Harrison. Harrison cuts it to the back post to Bamford. Bamford tries to win it, but it's won by Everton, and McNeil's able to clear only as far as Ayling. Leeds trying to keep up this pressure. Ayling with the ball into the box. Gnonto slips, but I don't think he would have got it anyway. Leeds win it back again. Patrick Bamford with the ball. Patrick Bamford tries to shoot. It's deflected. And then eventually Connor Cody manages to send it as long as he possibly can for a Leeds throw just inside the Leeds half. Whew, out of breath there. A bit of mad moments there where Leeds had plenty of sustained pressure there, but we just couldn't get anything to drop for us in the box. Rob Bailey saying, I think that people judge players by their record signing tag rather than their performances. Ruta did a lot of good things, but isn't the same profile as Bamford. Yeah, exactly. I think Ruta is one of those players where we've paid that much money for his potential, not necessarily for what he is now. It's because Hoffenheim know that he's probably going to sell for 60 to 70 million in a few years' time. And so we're kind of expecting him to be a £35 million record signing. And he's not going to be able to live up to that straight away. But if we give him a chance to slowly break into this team and play off the right-hand side and play off the left-hand side and work his way up to being that number 9, then I think he'll do well here. But Matt is saying need Rodrigo back ASAP, which I agree with. Rodrigo was a shining light this season. He just seemed to finish his chances, which was the most important thing. Even if he didn't play that well, when he got a chance, he seemed to put it in the back of the net, and that's what we've lacked from Bamford. Bamford's doing everything else, but he's not able to score at the moment. He's not able to actually finish his chances, and a lot of the time he's actually missing the ball and everything, and it's just a confidence thing, I think, from Bamford. But yeah, I think we've got the weapons, as Jesse Marsh would call them, to win this game. Definitely. When you look at their front line, it's nowhere near as good as ours, which I almost instantly jinxed us there as the ball bounced through nearly to Maupay, but went to Meslier instead. He's trying to play out here then. Nice little bit of interplay with Somerville and Ayling, but Adams fell over there, and now Everton have won the ball back with Doucouré. £35 million is not a lot in the Premier League, though. We have just spent 17 years in the wilderness, which makes our record signing relatively low. You're right about that as well, Rob, because when you look at somebody like, I don't know, let's not say Man City, because obviously everything going on with them, they shouldn't have been spending that much. But even if you just look at some of the, like Villa, for example, they spend 30 odd million pounds all the time on players. Ayling was adjudged not to have brought down Mykolenko there, as Mykolenko went down in the box trying to win a penalty. I think he's looking for it there, though. I think he's really looking for it. Yeah, he's really looking for it. He sent some contact coming in from Adams on his right hand side, and then he's just thrown himself to the floor. Not a penalty kick there. Throw in then, though, for Everton, with Mykolenko with a chance now to get it into the box, but Ayling gets a good block in, and it's gone out for it may be a corner here, actually. So 11 minutes in then, really, here. We've not really seen many chances. As much as we had the ball up in Everton's box before, the kind of the Dyche thing is that even though you do have the ball there, you still can't get your shots off because there's that many players in there. So I wouldn't put too much by that, but Iwobi's corner is caught by Meslier here, and then Mykolenko or whoever it was, maybe Connor Cody, maybe Maupay, one of them, pushes Meslier over there, and Leeds have got a free kick. Leeds playing the ball out then here. We really need a win here, and the more this game goes on, the more nervous I'm going to get. A lovely ball down the line here from Ayling into Somerville, but Mykolenko does well in shielding the ball out there for a goal kick. The commentator's just talking about Maupay's impressive record against Leeds, and that's what I said. I hate Maupay. He's terrible against everybody else, always seems to score against us, but when you actually look at their front line, on paper, it's nowhere near as good as ours. No Calvert-Lewin in there either today. Harrison tries to keep the ball there and manages to just through a crowd of players. Ayling now with the ball. Everton trying to employ a bit of a mid-block here and trying to win the ball back in our as the ball goes into midfield, and Leeds have had to try and play along ball to Nonto, and it's gone straight out. Well, I think Max Verber looks like he's okay now. He's not holding his shoulder or rubbing it or complaining or anything, but then maybe that's just not in his not in his personality to complain about an injury. Apparently Everton have had more possession than us by 1%, but still. Pickford then with a long goal kick over the halfway line, which Onana wins against 2 Leeds players, but Leeds have won the ball back here with Jack Harrison. Now Ayling's got the ball and tries to play it down the line, but it's gone out for an Everton throw-in. Kelvin, welcome to the stream. Afternoon, oh yeah, we have to win, and against Southampton, yeah. And I think winning today gives us massive confidence going into Southampton. I think we've got a lot more of a chance of beating Southampton than we have Everton, but I think we still need to be winning this game as well. If we can get 6 points from these games, the league table looks a whole lot better for us. A whole lot better. Ayling now with the ball. He's trying to play it round at the back a little bit more than we would have done under Jesse Marsh. Bamford now trying to chase down Connor Cody. Connor Cody gives it back to Pickford, and Pickford's going to try and get rid of it here, but gives it into Idrissa Gana Gueye, who spreads it out wide to Seamus Coleman. Seamus Coleman looks for a long ball, shapes up to do it, and then turns back to go back to Connor Cody. Onana v Adams will be important all day. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. You saw in that move there that Adams chased him down and won it back. And it's going to be a physical battle in there between them two. Come on, Leeds. We need such a big performance, a big win today. Hopefully it's just that the pressure's not too much for them. Throw in then for Leeds. No team's really being able to get the ball down and play here, but I think that's probably Sean Dyche's game plan, is to not let either team be like that and hope they nick a scrappy goal. Because that's just a bit how they play, isn't it, really? And they don't want us to get our free-flowing attacking players on the ball and have space in behind. But really, Leeds need to try and fashion something that opens up the game, because if we can score a goal, the whole game opens up then, because they have to try and get another one. They have to try and get one, sorry. Whereas at the moment, they're probably happy to sit back until they can try and nick one. But if we can go a goal in front, the game really unlocks, I feel. Adams chasing down Doucouré there, but he's giving it back to Cody, who's played it down the line to Seamus Coleman. Everton now attacking, but Leeds have won it back through Max Verber. He's sent it along. It's going to be a very scrappy and hard-fought game in midfield, this. Just as Somerville loses it to Gana Gueye. Now Doucouré picks it up. It will be into the box. Max Verber, he manages to get a flick on it, and it's going to go out for a Leeds throw-in on the opposite side. Yeah, going back to Baba UK, who put, probably just before the game, damn my nerves. I just looked at the screen and saw that and was like, yep, we really need to get in front. Rob saying same setup against Scum, basically. Interesting to see how long Bamford is left on. Yeah, and if he is left on, or if he does come off, sorry, who that will be for. Because I just don't think Rutter is comfortable coming on in that striker position yet. He looked a little bit lost when he came on. That's why I'm talking about having him come on in one of the other attacking positions. But then who else do you really bring on at the moment? If we had Rodrigo, then yeah, bring Rodrigo on, an out-and-out striker. But we don't really have anybody else on the bench. Mateo Joseph, but he's not ready to come into a game like this, I don't think. I mean, Sonny Perkins might be, because he's a bit more physical and tall, but he's not even on the bench, so. Maupai tries to lay it back here to Mykolenko. Mykolenko plays it wide. Ayling goes out to McNeil. McNeil into the box, and Meslier able to catch. Welcome, K-Bone. Welcome to the stream. 17 and a little bit minutes in here. Still no real clear-cut chances. I don't think there's really been a proper shot yet, but Bamford's just lost the ball there from a bad pass, and Leeds have recovered it well, just as Everton were trying to break. Iwobi now tries to play it out wide to Mykolenko. Good pass. Somerville tries to face him up here and forces Mykolenko back into Ghana Gay, who gives it to Iwobi. Iwobi looking for options, but Leeds trying to flood the midfield, but he's managed to slip a ball through to Doucouré, who puts it down the line for McNeil. McNeil into the box, right across everyone and out for a Leeds throw-in on the opposite side. This... Yeah, Rob Bailey saying 73 in the bit, well, 71 now, but smash the like button, everybody, if you can. Thank you. That would really help me out. Helps get the stream out to more people so we can have a good chat going along. But yeah, Everton's clear plan here is to go down the line and put the ball into the box. And I mean, Maupay's not the best in the air or the tallest particularly, so I feel like we may be okay to deal with that for the moment, but we don't want to let them have too many chances to put the ball in the box, because eventually the quality will be good enough for somebody to get their head on it. So we need to try and cut that out and stop the crosses, basically, which they're going for again here, but Somerville does really well to make that recovery. He's given it out for Everton throw-in, but he did manage to get the ball back there. Alex saying, sounds like the same old from us, more possession, just can't make it work. It's about even in possession, and we had a sustained period of attack. It's just that we can't get the ball to drop for us in the box, which is really what Dyche tries to do and gets them to flood their own box with so many players that it's impossible to get you shot off, because more than likely it's going to bounce to one of their players. And yeah, I don't know if you can take much by the fact that we had that period of dominance. I think it's been pretty even, to be honest. Leeds have lost the ball. Mellier's lost the ball in the catch here, and who is that? Junior Firpo. The renaissance of Junior Firpo is well and truly alive. He's just made an absolute goal-saving tackle there. Now Leeds have got the ball up the pitch. Bamford into Harrison. Harrison tries to play it across, but Onana cuts it out. But Ayling now has the ball. Ayling tries to put the ball into the box. It's a long cross to the back post, and Nonto's just able to pick it up by the corner flag. And he's still got the ball, despite the challenges of Seamus Coleman. He's done really well there, Nonto. He's so good of someone for someone of so few years under his belt. Yeah, we all hate Maupay, don't we? But yeah, Firpo. I don't know if Meslier was maybe fouled there, because even though it wasn't a strong challenge that was put on him, he had both hands on the ball, and the fact that somebody knocked into him in his stomach made him drop the ball. So I don't know if maybe if that had gone in, we would have had a VAR check on that. But yeah, Cody tries to play it long. Just getting a replay of it now. Cody plays it long, and Meslier, he's bumped into by a combination of Koch and Onana, and then Firpo comes in and makes an unbelievable tackle. Well done, Junior Firpo, for that. Yeah, the commentator saying it's an honest challenge. I think maybe we wouldn't have got that if it had gone in, but excellent defending from Junior Firpo. Love that from him. Alex saying, two people actually saying how good Firpo's been in the last couple of games. Yeah, I mean, the thing is with Junior Firpo, he was tipped as ball into the box here from Everton. It's gone over everybody, and it's gone out for a throw-in on the other side. That is really dodgy there. McNeil gets a perfect cross in that corridor of uncertainty, and there's just nobody there to touch it, and then Firpo just helps it on its way to the back post. But yeah, Firpo was tipped as like an unbelievable up-and-coming left-back when he was at Real Betis, then signed for Barcelona, and it didn't really go well for him there. So, I mean, he was at one point tipped to be the next sort of best left-back in Spain, so he has got it in his locker to be a very good player. Oh no, definitely. But that's the thing, isn't it? You kind of don't want your left back to do well, because you know that the board will be like, oh well, we've got Firpo, we don't need another left back. But I mean, I feel like that is changing slightly from the days of we need another midfielder, and then Radrizzani tweeting Adam Forshaw. I think the days of that are gone a little bit now, hopefully. Firpo's a tremendous athlete. Surely that gives him a solid foundation to be a good left back. It does, yeah. And going forward, nobody's ever really had a problem with him. He's pretty good at going forward. He's our best attacking fullback. It's just that he gets skinned far too easily. But in a game like this, where everything seems to be going down one side, I think he'll do all right. And it's not his side. Iwobi tries to get the ball into the box now. Goes over everybody, and Cock's able to let it go for a throw-in on the opposite side. With Alex Whittaker's saying, I think he was playing more left wing back at Real Betis. I think you could see how that would suit him better as well, because he's good going forward. Yeah, and if apparently there was talks with Nuno Espirito Santo last week, or earlier in this week, and it's gone quiet a little bit, but they may still be able to get that one across the line. And he would play with wing backs, so we may see the best of Junior Firpo in that system, but it's whether we lose out in our attacking positions that I worry about, because I'd rather have Willy Gnonto on the pitch than Junior Firpo, just as Junior Firpo picks up the ball and drives into the Everton half. Gives it out to Willy Gnonto, but he's just intercepted, but Leeds have still managed to win the ball back. But Firpo, he did that against Man United as well. When I was in the cheese wedge, which is the southeast corner, for those of you who don't know the sort of colloquialisms for the areas of Elland Road, I saw him just charge out from left back against Man United and charge through midfield. He nearly lost the ball, but he won it back and then carried on driving. He seems to be getting a little bit of confidence behind him and doing stuff like that, so I'm all for it. McKennie with a nice little touch to get the ball. Then Adams plays it into McKennie. McKennie takes on his man, goes down the line past Mikolenko, into the box. And Idrissa Gana Gueye gets a good deflection on it that goes just back to Jordan Pickford, and Jordan Pickford's able to pick it up there. Yeah, I think we're playing okay here. We just need to try and get the ball under control a little bit more. And hopefully, if we can score a goal, the game opens up completely, because at the moment, they are just going to sit in that defensive V that they do, which is like a V coming out from their goal, like that. So the goal's here, the V comes out like that, and you have players filling that, which like funnels everybody away from the goal, basically. Yeah, the ref's okay as well. I think the ref hasn't really made any mistakes yet. The best referees are the ones where you don't notice them, where you don't really notice anything going wrong. Nothing really happens eventful from the ref, and I think that's what's happening so far. Alex saying, I love the cheese wedge. I was in it earlier in the season against Barnsley. Yeah, I'm in there on... Do we play Southampton on Saturday or Sunday? Either way, I'm in there. For the Southampton game, so I should be able to get a good view of the pitch there and a good atmosphere next to the South Stand. Onana is down here, actually, and we were talking about the key battle in midfield. Onana is definitely one of Everton's best players. Onana is 100% one of Everton's best players. We saw how good in the Euros he was for Belgium. And the battle, somebody said before, I can't remember who it was, sorry, but somebody said before the battle between Adams and Onana is going to be really key today. I feel like if Onana goes off now, the tide of the game will change, because I don't think they've got anybody as good as him that can play in that role. Anybody as strong, as powerful, as athletic in that role. I think he's going to try and play on here. But yeah, so if anybody, I don't know, he may be coming off here. If anybody comes on for him, they're not going to be as good as him. So Adams is probably now going to... Adams and McKennie are now going to have the run of that midfield, I feel. Because as good as Doucouré and Gana Gueye can be, I think Onana was the best player in there. Tom Davies is warming up, so I think Tyler Adams absolutely eats Tom Davies for breakfast. So I think we may be all right there. Onana's gone off, but only getting ready to come back on again, much like what Verba did before. So it'll be interesting to see how this develops. Hopefully he has to go off in a minute, which I never wish injuries on players, but in a game like this, the tide could turn if he goes off the pitch. So long ball then from Pickford. Adams wins the header. Then Adams wins the header again after a bit of head tennis. Now Somerville's trying to win a header. Oh, Ayling with a bit of a late challenge, but he's managed to stay on his feet here, Decore, and then Tyler Adams manages to do an Ayling flop and win the ball here. But Ayling's now done an Ayling flop. Tyler Adams did an Ayling flop and didn't win the free kick. Then Tyler Adams went down doing an Ayling flop and didn't win the free kick. Then Ayling did an Ayling flop and did win the free kick and was like, "This is how you do it." Southampton is Saturday, same times today, right? Oh yeah, Rob's 1 a.m. kickoff. I usually ask you what time it is, but yeah, you've put it there. 1 a.m. kickoffs are a bloody nightmare. Yeah, 3 p.m. Premier League kickoffs here. I think Tyler Adams got his fingers stood on there, and that's why he's gone down here, and he's holding his hands, which I can tell you for nothing, that absolutely kills when someone stands on your hands with studs in a game of football. Matt saying Twitter sound like it's going awful, hoping it's just hyperbole. I think in general Leeds fans are quite negative and quite what's it called, like doomsayers. If something goes wrong, everybody's just like, right, that's it, it's all ruined, we're going to be relegated to League One. But I think it's just been an evenly contested game with two teams who are next to each other in the table, which is what you'd expect. So I don't think it's going horrendous. I don't think it's going fantastic. I think it's just a pretty evenly fought game, which is what Sean Dyche wants. And this is what I'm saying. Sean Dyche wants Leeds to play. Sean Dyche wants Leeds to not be able to get the ball down and get it to their exciting attacking players and try and quell our attacking threats. And that's what he's done so far with his system. So it's about just trying to break through that and get a goal, which means that they then have to come out and attack us. But Gana Gay comes into the box, plays it to the edge. Onana, and he skies it. Onana from the edge of the box skies it there as it's pulled back. It was a good move from Everton, and they played it into Gana Gay in behind our defence and then cut the ball across, and Onana skies it over the bar. But I don't think he's going to go off now. See, there you go. Amadou Onana, they signed him earlier this season in the summer transfer window. 41 million, and that's just like that's a normal signing for Everton. So us looking at £35 million. We're on the attack here. Somerville gets absolutely wiped out, but it was adjudged to be a fair tackle, and Leeds have won the ball back here. Weston McKennie with the ball into Patrick Bamford. Patrick Bamford shoots. Oh! Dragged across Pickford's far post, just wide from Patrick Bamford. Pickford looked like he knew it was going wide, but it was close. I can tell you that. That was close. Rob saying, I think Leeds fans are pessimistic by nature, probably why Jesse's positive America style was always going to wear thin after a while. Yeah, I don't even think it's necessarily anything to do with him being American. I think anybody saying the things he said and trying to be that positive after every game and just saying the same things, it's about moments. We need to be more brave. All of these sort of nonsensical things that he would say, it does wear thin when you're not winning games. Harrison tries to shoot and it's bobbled towards Pickford, and Pickford managed to save it on the second attempt. Leeds have got a few shots off in the last couple of minutes, neither of them particularly troubling Pickford too much, but we're heading in the right direction by actually just having a go from the edge of the box, because against somebody like, I was going to say Burnley then, against Everton, Everton are in behind here and the ball tries to cut across from Decore and Robin Koch manages to deflect it out for a corner. I was going to say Burnley then, but Everton are going to restrict your amount of chances to shoot, so if you can shoot from the edge of the box and score, it opens up the whole game. Rob Bailey saying we cannot concede first. Yeah, exactly, because if we do, unless we have the keys to Dyche's big blue bus, it is just going to go. We've got 83 people in chat. If we could just get up to 50 or even 60 likes, that would massively help me out. Header in here. head off the line from Patrick Bamford, then off the line from Weston McKennie as well. We are cutting it close there. We are... Oh, my God. Now Leeds maybe have a chance to counter-attack here. Patrick Bamford with the ball. Plays it in... Plays it all the way past Jack Harrison. If that's just a better ball, then we've got a chance to go forward. But Leeds have just saved it off the line twice in a row there. First through, I think, Robin Koch, and then through Weston McKennie. But we are absolutely living life on the edge here, and we need to not let them have chances like that. My God. McKennie plays the ball into Harrison. Oh, Leeds are going to win a throw in here, I think. Yeah, Leeds have got a throw in through Willie Nonto. Ball into Meslier. Meslier gives it out to Robin Koch. Leeds are going to try and build up from the back again here. Out to Luke Ayling. Inside to Weston McKennie. Weston McKennie all the way back to Ilyan Meslier. Meslier over to Verba. Verba into McKennie's feet again. McKennie into Adams. Leeds just stroking it around at the back, just trying to recycle the ball and move it around in different directions, just trying to hope to open up a gap and pull Everton players out of position. Willie Nonto now with the ball, tries to take it past Seamus Coleman and Iwobi and just can't quite get past Coleman. Tim Chapman saying, imagine if we'd have signed Verba. Yeah. imagine if we hadn't signed Verba. Yeah. I think Verba has changed the look of this back line. I think it just gives you a little bit more confidence now. I mean, it didn't then when it was nearly going across our line. But, yeah, it's worrying if we hadn't have had Verba in. Let's have a look. Yeah, Verba off the line. Then it's back in, header, and then McKennie off the line as well. Bloody hell. But I don't even know if necessarily Jim Jam, if it's Verba making Koch look good, or Koch is just better next to a confident fullback, next to a confident centre half alongside him, because obviously he's been next to Llorente, who was just all over the place. He's next to Cooper, who sometimes just lets the ball past him. Let's not forget Verba as well, what he did in the first half against Man United at home, where he just accidentally lost it and they just ran through on goal, and luckily Meslier saved it. But so nobody's completely immune to doing stuff like that. But I think Koch's playing better just because he's got a more confident and competent player next to him. And I think Koch he deserves his own credit for how well he's played as well since Verba's been next to him. Tamsterman saying, would I take a draw now? No, I wouldn't. I think we still need to win this game. And to be honest, it's the type of game where one goal probably wins it. So it's not that much to ask. It's still 0-0. And we've had some chances, so I mean, I think it's very possible that we could win this game, and we should. Iwobi tries to get it into the box. It's flicked by McKennie by accident as he just tried to block it, and it's gone out for a corner. It wasn't exactly that much of a dangerous situation, and they've won a corner from it. So let's hope it's not. Let's hope we don't get punished. McNeil about to take this then. Oh, Meslier saves. Sorry, I couldn't even speak then. The ball came to the back post and Tarkowski headed it and Meslier saved it. Great save. We are living life. I don't know if that had been ruled out by VAR. I'm pretty sure Tarkowski literally has a handful of Robin Koch's hair and pulls him away from the ball, so I don't think that would have counted. Referee just got into the box to sort some stuff out now. Yeah, every corner is dangerous against Dyche's set pieces. And Jim Jam saying he can't think of a bad player / position in this team yet. We don't seem to be able to do much right. It's hard to play against Sean Dyche's teams. It really is. And Everton have got a lot more quality players than what Burnley had, so it's going to be tougher. Into the box now by Iwobi. Meslier tries to win it, and it comes off Onana there for a Leeds goal kick. His height an issue against their corners. Probably, yeah. I mean, Willie Nonto was marking Connor Cody there, so that tells you how organised we are at the back. But we are living life a bit close to the edge here, and we really need to get a goal before half time, probably, just to settle things down and to be able to go into that second half and try and sit back a little bit and hit them on the break. Because we are still managerless at the moment. It's not like we've got an excellent tactical game plan, really. We're just doing things a little bit more simply than we were before. Oh, McKennie's just been dispossessed by Decore, and Decore tries to put the ball through to Maupay, and it's gone all the way through to Meslier. Kelvin saying we should have gone for Dyche as manager for me, or Big Sam. The thing is, people like Big Sam, Neil Warnock, Harry Redknapp, I genuinely think that they don't have tactics and they just get their coaches to do the coaching for them. Firpo again has to turn it away there for a Everton corner. Dyche is a good manager. Let's make no bones about it. Dyche is a good manager. And he knows what he's doing, and he does have a tactical plan that works. But whether we would have wanted to see it at Leeds is a different matter, because it's so defensive and horrible to watch that I'm not sure how much Leeds fans would have gelled with that. And Leeds, the board is trying to get managers who will play attacking football in. So curled the ball into the box, and Meslier is able to punch from that corner. Dwight McNeil with another ball into the box, and it's gone over everybody for a Leeds goal kick. I think we're going to go and draw in at half-time here. It feels like it. Luke Ayling now gives it to Robin Koch, who tries to clear long. Goes into the midfield, but Tarkowski wins it. Now Ayling with the ball. Ayling, think it's gone out for a Leeds throw in there, because Ayling's nutmeg on Decore actually touched Decore as it went through. Come on, get the ball in. Right, Adams now with the ball. Adams plays it into the midfield. Nice ball to Jack Harrison. Jack Harrison falls over, but somehow manages to retain possession to Patrick Bamford. Ball bounces to Somerville, and Somerville's managed to keep the ball. I think he was probably fouled there, but it's not been given. It's going to be an Everton throw-in. All 6 games are still 0-0. I wonder if that's ever happened. All 3 o'clock kickoffs all at once. Full 90 minutes, no goals. Anyone heard how long Rocket is out? Jatex is saying, I actually don't know. Hopefully somebody else can help us in the chat how long Rocket is out. McNeil now trying to break down the line, but Tyler Adams and Ayling are attempting to stop him and have done really well there. And then Tyler Adams wins his Ayling flop, and Dwight McNeil is trying to kick Tyler Adams, and Tyler Adams is trying to push him back, and everybody's getting involved now, trying to push everybody else. And Dwight McNeil has just been pushed over into the advertising hoardings, and it's a bit of a brawl here. People are actually pushing and shoving hard here. Somerville trying to start on Tarkowski is not the best thing. And Nonto, I think, is trying to have a fight with Decore, which also is probably not the best thing. Although I think Decore would probably be knocked into next week if Nonto headbutted him. It was always going to turn into something like that, a bit of fractiousness, a bit of a fight going on, because this game has been very scrappy. Both teams frustrated. Bamford's trying to say that somebody punched in there, but there's VAR, so if they've got 10 men. Martin saying, welcome Martin as well. Man City scored as you said that all 6 games were 0-0. Rob saying that might be the spark that we needed. I think somebody swung a bit of a punch there, you know. He's got to watch all that now in slow motion, so that's probably going to take about half an hour. I don't think Adams did anything wrong. He made the tackle, then went down, and then Dwight McNeil started trying to kick him. Adams' hands on McNeil's throat. I didn't see that. I saw that they were... McNeil started kicking Adams whilst he was on the floor. Go on, Bamford, get someone a red again. Yeah, just like he did at Villa in that famous game. Yellow card for Tyler Adams then here. Dwight McNeil with the yellow card as well. Surely they'll be checking that on VAR. I think there might have been a bit more to it in some of those exchanges there. Especially with... So Adams wins the ball back fair and square. Then McNeil comes in from behind and shoves him to the ground. Then McNeil gets up and tries to kick him. Although I think Adams does kick McNeil back before he stands up. Then McNeil tries to get into Adams'... I think it's 6 of one and half a dozen of the other. And now Doucouré gets a yellow card as well. I hope they all stay on. Well, I hope all the Leeds players stay on. I hope 3 Everton players get sent off. Leeds fans absolutely loving it when all that was kicking off. 4 yellow cards came from that exchange. If they show the replay when McNeil goes down by the board, watch Adams' hands. Yeah, I didn't see. I think he may be going over. He's talking with his fingers to his ear for the VAR thing here. So, oh, he's going for a. I think he may be going for a check here. Don't know. It's so impossible to know, isn't it, what they're actually doing? There's no communication with what the... So we're just playing again. There's no VAR check or anything. Cock gets the ball and just sends it back to Meslier. Maupay trying to run the length of the Leeds half to get to close him down, but Mellier's already sent it along. Ball's been sent back long towards us again, and now Meslier has it again. Two added minutes then. At the moment, it says 45 at the top, but there's 2 added minutes. Someone asking, is Ayling captain today? Yes, Ayling is captain. I feel like Tyler Adams has definitely got captaincy in his locker, just as Robin Koch comes across and makes that tackle. And McKennie gets done by Onana. Now Doucouré is trying to get the ball out to Iwobi. Iwobi now with the ball, but Leeds players swarming around him. Coleman plays the ball out wide. And Tyler Adams does really well to win it back. Oh, no, it's McKennie, actually. Now Tyler Adams has got the ball. Tyler Adams gives it into Nonto. Now into Jack Harrison. Jack Harrison loses out, but McKennie manages to win it. And McKennie's lazy pass in front of Nonto goes out for an Everton throw-in. Adams and McKennie have quite a card collection going on between them. Yeah, I feel like they're going to get a bit of a reputation in the Premier League for how many cards they get and how many tough tackles they put in. Southampton are 1-0 up with a very apt name, Free Falling. Let's have a look, Premier League. Southampton 1-0 up against Chelsea. For God's sake. It's just not what you need, is it? At all. 95 people in the chat now. If we can get those likes up to 70 at least, then that'll really help me out. Smash that like button, guys. Ball into the box now from Firpo. Somerville's there. Oh, just over the bar. Just over the bar from Somerville's header there. Good chance for Leeds right at the end of this half. Firpo just chips it into the box and Somerville's header is just over the bar there. Southampton got a new manager bounce for not hiring Jesse. Jatex is saying. K-Bone said it's 5, then a suspension, yeah, but only within the first half of the season. It gets wiped out after Christmas usually, but because of the World Cup, it got wiped out slightly after Christmas. McKenny's still having plenty of words to say here, but I don't know what he was going on about really, but it's probably due to that fracas that happened in the first half. 96 people. If we can hit that like button, get us up to 70 at least, that would really, really help me out. Bert Langerstein won. Really good commentary. Thank you, mate. Yeah, try my best to keep up with it, but when everybody starts fighting, it's so hard to keep up with who's doing what. Who's doing what in there. If you want to talk in the chat as well, just hit that subscribe button and you'll be allowed to chat then. And we can all get a really good chat going on this game. Massive game for us, 0-0 at the moment. I am just going to just take a short break. I will be probably 30 seconds. So, yes, I'll be back in a second. Afternoon, Michael. Welcome to the stream. And we're back. Let's have a look at what's going on in the chat then. Yes, I agree, Rob. Tamsterman saying the online stream, not the bathroom stream, I hope. Yes, this stream, not that stream. I'll happy take a point from this game. Leeds are not playing well. I think it's just what Everton do to you, or what Dyche's teams do to you, to be honest. I don't know if it's necessarily us playing horrendously. I think it's the sort of thing that just happens in these games against Dyche teams. They just deny you space to get in behind, which is where we're best. And I think that we just really need to get a goal, like no matter how it comes, if it's scrappy, if it's a corner, if it's a shot from the edge of the box, we need to get in front, because that means that they then have to come out at us. Well, yeah, I suppose I've answered Alex's question there of what's the overall thoughts of the game as well. As we look around the grounds, Manchester City 1-0 against Nottingham Forest. Southampton are beating Chelsea 1-0 at half-time, and all the other games are 0-0, apart from the early kickoff today where Arsenal were able to beat Aston Villa 4-2. But the ones that matter for us are this game, Everton versus Leeds, and the that Southampton game as well. It's when you really need them to lose and they start winning against Chelsea, it's just not to be, is it? Kevin Goldfarb, maddening that you never believe Jackie will complete the next pass when he has the ball. Yeah, sometimes he's excellent at playing those passes, and other times you just think, like, what, you've got your head down just looking at your own feet, and you're not concentrating on what's ahead of you and trying to get that pass off. And it's like, yeah, I can see it's frustrating. Michelle Lee, welcome, Michelle. Hiya from rainy Vancouver. We always struggle against the lower teams, top teams we perform against. Yeah, I think that was very much a Jesse Marsh thing, and I don't think we've particularly changed that much. under Skubala. I think it's more that Skubala's just simplified things a little bit. We're not necessarily high pressing all the time. It's more that we're trying to... it's more just watching the fight back. McKennie proper went in there on Tarkowski and tried to shove him as hard as possible. Not sure how McKennie escaped without a yellow card. But we do struggle against the lower teams, but I don't think we've particularly been horrendous today. I think it's been a pretty 50-50 even game, and that's what they want to do. They want to draw you into their style of football. They want to draw you into these situations. What a goal that is from Man City, by the way. Goes to the edge of the box. Who is it that has struck that? Bernardo Silva with his weak foot. Bang, top corner, unbelievable goal. Anyway, sorry, got distracted. First goal is going to be crucial. Yeah, definitely. Like I mentioned before, who scored for Southampton? Guess who? Ward-Prowse from a free kick. Just watching it now. Bloody hell. Ward-Prowse from a free kick in the 46th minute in injury time there. We need a way to avoid conceding corners, Rob's saying. They're Everton's best way to goal. Yeah, definitely. We keep giving away far too many corners in this game, and we are going to get punished. We nearly did when McKennie saved us off the line. Laura's saying play Bamford at 10 with Jorginho sat 9. Yeah, all the other way around. I think, like I said earlier on in the stream, you probably weren't here when I said this, but I think, yeah, Ruter's probably not set to go into that full-on striker role yet, I don't think. But I do think he could definitely do a job in the Somerville position or in the Jack Harrison position, just behind the striker, either side. So I think, I think he's really promising in those situations, not necessarily as a lone striker. So I think, yeah, a good shout to bring Ruter on a little bit later on. He could maybe unlock this game. Johannes is saying need to replace Harrison. Maybe space was too tight. It is very tight in this game, and maybe that's where you bring on Jorginho Ruter, who's got a little bit more invention. People saying that McKennie did get a yellow. Yeah, sorry about that. I thought he didn't, but obviously he did. Need a point minimum. Yeah, definitely, but 3 points is 100% what we need there, Alan. Tasha saying, thankfully Everton are bad because we are dreadful. Too many players being bullied off the ball, players holding on to the ball too long, trying to beat everyone instead of the simple ball. I think it may be a little bit harsh, that, because I do think that, like I said, Everton are trying to draw us into their game, and it's so hard to play attacking, free-flowing football against them because they just deny you that space that is our best, is our sort of best aspect. Of our attacking play, so it's going to be hard to break them down, but I don't think we've been terrible. I think it's just been an even game. Michael Gott saying, do you think we need to get someone off Pat to run off with him? Yeah, and that's where maybe Ruter comes in and plays behind him but tries to join him in the attacking situations. Tamsterman saying, where's Perkins? Yeah, he hasn't made the bench today. I don't actually know why, but what's his face? Mateo Joseph has made the bench instead there. Michael say need an extra body in midfield to assist McKennie and Adams. Yeah, I do feel like we may be getting overrun a little bit, but they're getting the better of their opposition players a fair few times. It's just that we kind of have 2-on-3 in there, don't we? So maybe Harrison needs to drop back a little bit and help them out, but then it takes him out of the attacking play, so it's so hard to know. You have to sacrifice something, whether you sacrifice the attack or a little bit of the defence. You have to sacrifice one of them. James Black saying Harrison is garbage, targeting Bill, and Bambi is lost on the pitch. I don't think he's not bad, Jack Harrison. I think, like we said, sometimes he just struggles to get his head up a little bit and play the ball when he should do, and he loses out. But he's got it in his locker. We've seen him do it so many times where he's able to pick out those good passes. So I think he just needs to switch on to that. He's got 4 assists this season, so he's not terrible. Rob saying McKennie and Adams both on yellow cards worries me, especially Adams' battle with Onana is crucial. Yeah, we don't have Rocker either on the bench, do we? So JB's the only one who can really come on in there, and that kind of kills us a little bit. He's good, JB, but I don't think he's good enough to improve us in a game like this. Ian Field saying hi from Alberta, Canada. It's good to see Firpo playing better. Yeah, I think Firpo has been really, really good in the last 3 games. And we were talking about before how we definitely think that he can be a good player for Leeds if he just keeps up this form, driving into the opposition half, doing all the right things attacking and doing all the right things defensively as well. He made that tackle before in the box where Melier spilt it. So, yeah, I think Firpo's having a good game, Ian. David De Leon, I think once Rocker is back, McKennie needs to play Harrison's position. He's too far back to have real influence in offense. Yeah, I've talked about that many times actually. When I actually did the first video I ever did on McKennie, and every time I've mentioned him since, I've said I think that we need to have 2 holding midfielders in Adams and Rocker, and then McKennie sat just in front of them as a number 8 rather than a number 10, just as a number 8 who gets forward and back. So I do think that's probably the best situation for us to have all 3 of those midfielders on, and maybe Harrison gets dropped, and you just have Somerville and Nonto, or Somerville and Sinistera, or Nonto and Sinistera in those attacking midfield roles. Bring Harrison on, look better last match, like X Marks is saying. Maybe, yeah, for Harrison, maybe a little bit later on, Harrison could do a job, but I don't know how good he is at breaking down a team. He's pretty good on the counter-attack, but we'll have to see on that one. Alex is saying, who do you think Rutter should come on for, Harrison or Somerville? My issue with taking Harrison is he can run forever. I think Nonto and Somerville both can run forever as well, though. So maybe Rutter comes on for Harrison in the middle. Rob saying Harrison looked better for a rest against Scum. He's better in that position than Harrison. Yeah, I think there's a shout for Harrison to be brought on in this game. Michael Gott saying our lack of cutting edge was caught when highlighted when Firpo ran over, then stopped because he had no one to release it to. Plus the factor with Everton set up to, yeah, it just, they stifle you, don't they, in these situations, and it's horrible to watch them. So I didn't want to get Dyche or somebody like that because it's horrible to watch this football. Firpo's been Owen Pickering saying Firpo's been the best player on the pitch first half. We haven't showed anything, losing the ball too much. Yeah, I do think we are giving the ball away too much. But I genuinely think that's just the way that they are so compact. It's so hard to get passes through them. Mystics is saying, have you seen the Buchanan links on Twitter? I have, and I tweeted out, I quote tweeted that, the Buchanan link. So if you don't know, Trajan Buchanan plays for the Canadian national team and Club Bruges in the Belgian league. And I actually made a video during the World Cup saying World Cup star to sign for Leeds United. Now, it was a bit tongue-in-cheek. I wasn't saying that he's actually going to sign. I was saying I would like to see him sign because I think he'd be really good for us. His physicality, his pace, his dribbling, and his ability to cross the ball into the box. I think it's Tajon, actually, not Trajan. And he has now been linked with us as well. So call me Mystic Max because I predicted that one about 2 months ago at the World Cup. Michelle saying, would you do any changes now with players and tactics? I'd be tempted to leave it for now, if I'm honest. I think the only thing that's worrying me at the moment is, like somebody said before, McKennie and Adams both being on a yellow card. I don't want to see either of them get sent off because obviously then that's them out for the next games, and they're really important games against Southampton, etc. So I don't know. It might be that we need to switch to midfielder, but then we don't really have anyone. Let's have a look at the bench. We've got Greenwood and JB that could come on in those positions. It's not that impressive, is it? The bench in those positions. I feel like we kind of need to. I don't know. It's horrible because I don't know what to do because we haven't got the players on the bench that we would have liked. If we had Rocker, I'd say bring Rocker on, but we just don't. So yeah, we need to think about what we're going to do, and maybe attacking changes might be the way to go. 10 minutes or so after half time. Jake Swain saying he thinks Russell comes on for Somerville. That's the original one I suggested that he might do. Jack moves out wide and we play 2 up top, bring McKennie a bit further forward. Yeah, there's options in here, I think, and maybe helping Bamford with somebody else up there with him might be the key to unlocking this defence and having some shots from maybe the edge of the box. because I don't think we're going to get that into the box too much. Jatek saying missing Cine and Rocker a lot. Yeah, I think Sinistera is really missing. I think he's the sort of player that can really unlock a game. Got 135 people in the chat now. If you could all hit the like button, or as many as possible, get that up to 100. That would massively help me out. Rasmus Christensen is coming on. Oh, Rasmus Christensen is coming on. And Ayling is staying on. So, are Leeds going 3 at the back? This is a strange one. See the likes flying in now. Let's get that up to 100. Thank you. Leeds are making a substitution. It looks like... I can't quite tell what we've done there. What, has Verba come off because of his shoulder? And now Ayling's gone right centre-back. Oh, so it's Verba that's come off. Christensen on. So it's not a tactical substitution, it's McNeil just blazing one over the bar there. So who came off? Sorry, Verba. Verba's come off, but there we go. Verba's come off, and I just need to start the timer. Everything's going wrong. Leeds nearly won the ball back there, but Everton have managed to retain possession. You're not in a time machine. I'm just making sure the time's right on the stream. There we go. We should be all right now. We should be okay, everyone. No panic. Yeah, Verba's come off, and I think it's his shoulder, so hopefully that doesn't mean he's out against Southampton, but we haven't even got Llorente anymore, so you might see... You either see Ayling at right centre-back against Southampton, which I worry about, or you see 18-year-old Diego Montero, who we just signed in the January transfer window, come on at centre-back for that game. So hopefully Verba's not bad. Although, to be fair, Cooper's on the bench as well, actually. I don't know why Cooper didn't come. Why didn't Cooper come on for Verba? That makes no sense. X marks what we were saying at half-time, saying Buchanan's absolutely rapid. Yeah, he was so fast in the World Cup, and I just thought he would just work in our team. Be the sort of player. Bamford's just been thrown to the ground there by Connor Cody and wins a free kick. Yeah, Cody just throws Bamford down there, and Leeds have won a free kick. Yeah, free fall insane calamity. Cooper has got to keep the bench warm, but then would you rather have Cooper at left centre back on his strong left foot, or Ayling at right centre back who's a right back, and Koch on his weak foot at left centre back? I'd rather have Cooper on, because it ruins the whole defence this way. And I think the mistake that Ayling made against Cardiff, I don't think he's great as a centre back unless it's in a 3. He's not terrible then, but Nonto's now got the ball, and Iwobi's gone down in a bit of pain here. McKennie now with the ball, plays it across to Luke Ayling. I almost think that Rasmus would make a better centre-back than Ayling, because he's more of a sort of physical, tough tackling defender. Pickford just cleared the ball onto the roof, and then it rolled back down onto the pitch. 1-0 Bournemouth as well, apparently. What does that do to the table? That puts Bournemouth above us. That puts Bournemouth above us and Everton unless one of us win this game. That is worrying. That is worrying. This is horrible, isn't it? I mean, it feels like we're in the last days of the season already. We've got half the. McNeil just put a ball right across the face of goal. It feels like it's the last days of the season, doesn't it? It feels like it's the last couple of games of the season. But these games are so important that we can try and get away from this relegation battle now. We've got plenty of time to save our season, but we need to start now, really. To give ourselves the best chance of this, we need to start now. We've got the players. Nifby saying, when will he learn not to play Ayling at centre-back? I don't understand what's the thought process behind that. Yeah, and it seems to be manager after manager that does it. I think it's not like one manager that keeps doing it. Everybody seems to keep doing it, and I don't get it. I don't get why you wouldn't just bring Cooper on at left centre-back, leave Cock at right centre-back, and leave Ayling at right-back. Because also, you're losing Ayling as a right-back who's good going forward, so... yeah, I don't get the logic there. I really don't. Jacek saying, I'll bite your hand off for a 0-0 now. Yeah, but then I think, is that not just nerves creeping in? I feel like we can win this game, so we should really be trying. Just as Patrick Bamford picks up the ball, plays it out to Harrison. Harrison into the box. Bamford misses again, as in misses the entire ball. Bamford missed the entire... Just use your right foot. Just use your bloody right foot. What is that? Bamford trying to use the outside of his left foot again. The ball's coming across to you in the box. Just put your right foot through it. Hit it low and hard. Good little bit of play, especially by Bamford himself. He did well. Slipped in Harrison. Harrison then cuts the ball back to Bamford. And it just use your right foot. Just use your right foot and slide it low towards the goal. Got 120 people in the chat. If you could, just 10 of you could hit that like button, we'll hit that 100 likes target. Yeah, a nice ball from Harrison into Bamford, but just if you just use your right foot, it goes in the bottom corner, I think. Alex is saying it shows how much confidence he's lacking because he's refusing to use his right foot for shooting, but I think he's always been like that. He's always been hesitant to use his right foot. Bamford and Nonto and Somerville, well, not Nonto, sorry, Somerville and Adams all battling in there to win the ball back, and it's gone out for an Everton throw-in. Leeds have dropped down to a 22% win chance, not good. I said that Leeds fans are pessimistic, didn't I? Everybody's just like, oh, Bournemouth are winning, Southampton are winning, we're not going to win. It's horrible, isn't it? It's horrible being a Leeds fan. Just 6 more. Oh, 5 more likes now. McKennie wins the ball there. Good header. Tarkowski wins it back though. Leeds have... Oh. Foul on Cock by Maupay. So Leeds have won a free kick there. Come on, Leeds. Yeah, Maupay just sort of pushes backwards and pushes Cock away from it, and Cock's then not able to get to the header, and Leeds win a free kick. Oh no. Oh, apparently it's a foul the other way around. I don't know how that's a foul. McNeil with a cross into the box then from this free kick, and it's gone all the way to Luke Ayling. Luke Ayling plays the ball out to Jack Harrison, and it's not a good pass. And it's now going to be a throw into Leeds by their corner flag. Everton have got 3 players warming up here. What is the score? 0-0. I mean, Somerville with a flick on there, but it's gone out for a throw-in just by Skabala's technical area. Now Coleman with the ball. Tries to play it down the line, but it's gone over everybody and Firpo heads it away. Nonto tries to win a header, but he's got a little push there, but Everton have won the ball back. I hope that's not Verba injured and I hope it's just a precaution that they've taken him off. But it does, if he's got to go off, then it's obviously hurting him, so that is worrying, definitely worrying, especially for the Southampton game at the weekend, next weekend. Which, if you weren't here before, I said that Southampton game will actually be at that game in the Cheese Wedge again, so they'll get a matchday vlog from that one, and hopefully a winning matchday vlog, which we've not been able to do in ages, any Leeds creators, unless they've gone to see another team. Now Iwobi with the ball into the box for Idrissa Gueye, and it's gone all the way out for a Leeds goal kick. 55 minutes in then here, and the best chances have been Everton's in the first half, where McKennie and Verba were able to clear off the line. But Bamford had a chance in this half, and he just needed to put his right foot through it, and he didn't. Rob Bailey saying, hoping we find a goal to get an ugly win. Yeah, we need to learn to win ugly. We just don't. Well, to be fair, we just don't win at all. But we need to learn to just get scrappy wins, because everybody else seems to manage to do it, but we just can't. Tyler Adams now with the ball after he's won it back excellently. Gives it to Bamford. Bamford drops it back off to him. Tyler Adams' ball forward, though, is cut out, and Everton may be able to break here as Leeds try to sprint back and get in. Ball down the line for Decore, but Koch is able to come across and sweep that up. Vanilla Coffee saying, I can't see Bamford scoring for us this season. I'd only play him for the bench if we're desperate. All confidence in him was gone. Yeah, I mean, if Rodrigo was fit, then maybe, but we've all ball across the box for Everton, ball up to the edge of the box, and it's going to be an offside call. We don't even have Rodrigo, so who do you play up front on his own? I mean, what are we playing, Rutter? Because he hasn't really been shown anything that would say that he could play up there on his own confidently. And Mateo Joseph is not Premier League ready, so McNeil's won the ball back here, but Leeds are trying to battle and get Decore to go back, which he has done. Just 2 more likes and we hit that 100 like goal. Everton with the ball now here though in the Leeds half. Leeds just trying to sit back and wait for the opportunity to win the ball back and counter here. Ball out wide to McNeil. Oh no, it's Mikolenko. Mikolenko into the box to Maupai. Maupai shoots straight into Mellier's gloves. Tame shot straight into Mellier's gloves. Meslier is just able to pick that one up really easily. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, I don't think Bamford's not been great today, but Bamford has managed to get the ball into some attacking positions and hold it up well, which I don't know how good Rutter is at doing. So, I mean, maybe we try Rutter. What harm could it do, really? 101 likes now. Thank you, everybody, for liking it. Should get it out to more people. And I think it works because we've now got more people in the chat than we did before. So, we're missing Rodrigo massively. Vanilla Coffee saying, just goes to show that if we had played Rodrigo further forward since signing him, he would have scored a lot more. I think maybe it was a combination of the Jesse Marsh football as well, getting it directly into him and not giving him chance to even think about what he's going to do with it. We just bang it into his feet, shoot, goal. Everton on the counter-attack though here. McDeal tries to chip it over for Maupai, but it's gone straight to Meslier. I think Everton is just that they don't have the quality in those attacking positions. I mean, supposedly at one point McNeil was tipped to be the next big English winger, like the next big thing, but I think he's not great at all, is he really? He's a severe lack of quality in his game, which I shouldn't really say that, just as he passes it through to Maupai and Robin Koch makes an excellent tackle and Rasmus wins a Leeds throw-in. Rob saying Harrison is terrible at the moment. First touch is poor. Yeah, but we've got some options on the bench, haven't we? Realistically, we've got Ruta who can come on, Aronson who can come on. That's about it in those attacking. Oh, speak of the devil, Aronson is getting his kit ready to come on now. I don't know who that will be for. Maybe maybe Harrison. It's confusing between them two, Harrison and Aronson, especially when they're on the pitch at the same time. But it looks like it might not be that today. Looks like he might be getting taken off Harrison shortly. Now Tyler Adams. Ball into McKennie. McKennie slips it through to Harrison. Harrison's ball into the box is cut out. Tyler Adams plays a nice ball out to Somerville. Somerville breaks his way into the box. Now to McKennie. McKennie across the box, and Pickford's able to easily catch. He's able to easily catch there. Pickford now getting ready to send. Oh no, he's not sent it long. That does surprise me. He's giving it out, and they're playing out from the back here, trying to break their way into the Leeds half. Terrible for pass from Tarkowski, goes out for a throw in for Leeds, and I think it is probably number 10 is coming off. Somerville is coming off actually. Aronson is on, and oh, wrong one. There we go, Somerville. There we go. Substitutions are now on the side for anybody. Oh, other side. Anybody. There we go. Anybody wondering who's on and who's off the pitch? I've now got the substitutions up there on the side to see them. Harrison tries to chip it down the line for McKennie, where McKennie picks it up and keeps the ball well. Gives it into Harrison again. Harrison into Aronson. Aronson into Bamford inside the box. Bamford trying to keep the ball here. Loses it just. Mikolenko sends it long, and Cox able to let it go all the way through to Meslier here. Meslier plays it out short to Ayling. Ayling into Adams in the midfield. Lee's just trying to keep the ball here and build something. Oh, Mark. Bye. Aronson trying to win the ball back here. Now Everton are breaking into Leeds' half. Ball with Mikolenko here. McKennie trying to face up against him. He's absolutely done McKennie there. Now Decore into the box. Mikolenko shoots straight at Meslier. Meslier is able to catch it. I would take Nuno as manager. He finished 7th and 13th with Wolves in the Premier League. And I think he's proven to get results, even if the football's not as exciting as it really we would like it to be. But realistically, we just need results at this point. So I think Nuno's a good manager. I think Spurs is a bit of a poison chalice anyway. I don't think it's something that necessarily any manager does well at. John Shaw's saying Potter's gone tonight. If Chelsea get beat, surely we must appoint straight away. The thing is, with Graham Potter and Chelsea, I want them to win because it means Southampton lose, and Southampton are direct relegation rivals. So Lee's just battling in the midfield here. Ball goes through. Coleman tries to get it. Coleman scores. Coleman scores and we're behind. We're going down, aren't we? We are shite. We're bad, aren't we? We're just terrible. We're going to be right down there. I don't know what Meslier was doing stood that far out. I don't know what Meslier was doing that far out. It was always going to be a shit scrappy goal, wasn't it? He's onside. It's the easiest goal he's ever scored. It's just an open net because Meslier just took one look up, saw Meslier was off his line. Meslier just... This is awful, isn't it? This is really awful. Yeah, we'll probably be one of the best teams in the championship. I don't even want to think about that, to be honest. I really don't even want to think about that because you imagine all the good players that we lose. Bamford with an unbelievable touch there. Oh, that's not a free kick, ref, at all. Bamford's just turned and been given a free kick for it. I'm a big Meslier fan as well, but I don't know what he's doing there. If he looks, he'll see that there's nobody there to there's just nobody that's actually going to win the ball if it's crossed in, so just step back a bit. I can finally hear the Everton fans know that now that they're in front. I hate that. It's such a horrible Premier League thing. Literally, they only sing when they're winning. Come on, Leeds. Long ball here from Pickford and goes all the way out for a Leeds goal kick. Jack saying about 5 minutes of game time now with the time wasted. Yeah, probably. 5 minutes of the ball actually being in play. I can't believe that went in. I cannot believe that went in. Michael saying Southampton, Bournemouth and Everton winning. We are in big trouble now. We are in big trouble. We need a manager. I mean, people saying give it to Scabala till the end of the season. Like, really? Because he's not... this is his first job in men's football other than the under-23s that he did for 6 months. That's it. And he's managing in the Premier League. I mean, that's not his fault, that goal. But really, we need somebody with a full backroom staff and somebody to do well. And I think, yeah, Nuno keeps us up, like Mystics is saying. Nuno probably keeps us up. This is awful, isn't it? It's so worrying. Come on, Leeds. Come on, Leeds. Another corner here from Everton into the box. McNeil and to then Tarkovsky just heads it over the bar. Yeah, but Nifby, don't you think that entirely changes if... Don't you think that entirely changes if we get a manager and a backroom staff? Like, the whole system will change and we will have an idea about what we're doing. That's awful. I don't know what Meslier was doing. Arnold saying a manager won't change anything in my opinion. Everton's players are just better. Are they? Nonto now with the ball. Gives it into Aronson. Aronson into the box and it's cleared by Onana, but a corner for Leeds. Are Everton players actually better than ours? I don't think they are. That Mark Smith is such a sado that he waited for the entire time that he was timed out and then put another message in. Has he not got anything better to do? Ball into the box from Aronson and it's caught there by Pickford. Pickford now looks to release his players. But Leeds have won it back through Brendan Aronson. Now McKennie gives it into Nonto. Nonto tries to play it across the box and it's cleared by Tarkowski for a Leeds throw in. I think when he said, I think when the club statement saying that for the foreseeable future, for the next few games, said it was going to be Skabala, I think that's all it is. I think they just wanted to give themselves more time to get a better manager into the box. Now Aronson, good little bit of dribbling, but can't quite get through. Tyler Adams now. Tyler Adams plays it. Oh, tries to get it through, but can't. And now Everton are going to try and break again here. Now Decore down the right-hand side. Decore tries to play a ball into Iwobi, who gets it and picks it up just outside the box. Robin Koch wins it back, though, and it's back into Jack Harrison's feet. Jack Harrison plays it out to Willie Nonto. Nonto drops it off to Christensen, and Christensen looks to try and play Nonto down the line, but Mikolenko is able to shield it all the way back to Tarkowski and then to Pickford. Come on, Leeds. Tyler Adams wins the header there, but it's gone straight back to Tarky, as Dyche calls him, who sends it long. Oh yeah, I don't blame Meslier too much because, I mean, he's saved us more times than he's let us down, but it's just frustrating in a game like this that happens. Firpo trying to win the ball back there off Iwobi, but doesn't quite in the midfield. But Leeds have still managed to not get the ball back. Now they have. Firpo's got the ball on the right-hand side. Gives it into Nonto's feet. Nonto now with the ball. Nonto tries to cross it in or win a corner. I don't know. Oh, God. Yes, Angus Kinnear and Victor Orta looking very sheepish in the director's box there. We really, really need to get a manager in, and soon. Whether it be Nuno or what. I think Onana may have to go off here, you know. Mystics is saying not too late for a new manager to come in and keep us up. Yeah, exactly. How many games have we got left? We've played... This is our 23rd game. And we've got, what, 38 games? So we've still got nearly half a season. We just need to get an actual win. Like, we can't lose this game, and we are losing at present. So it's horrendous. Really is awful. Around the grounds, Southampton still beating Chelsea. Bournemouth still beating Wolves. We are currently, as it stands, in the relegation zone. We are 19th at the moment, just behind West Ham, who've actually got a game in hand on us. We need to get a point here. If we get a point, we go back out the relegation zone. Onana's coming off then here for Tom Davies. Here we go. Everton substitutes on the screen now as well, anyone wondering. Don't think we're getting the best of Nonto this match, Michelle's saying. Yeah, and I think it's the type of game where you're more suited to have somebody like a Sinistera, or obviously because he's not available, Ruta, who maybe is better at unlocking a team than Nonto, who's good at running in behind and creating space for himself against teams that don't sit back as much. So maybe it's time to yeah, I'll take a point now, definitely, now that we're behind. But when it was 0-0, you've always got to think you've got to go for the win. Yeah, but Paul's saying that we haven't got the time to change formation and change system and stuff. But look at Everton. They're about to win 2 out of their first 3 games under Dyche. So just to simplify things and to be a little bit more defensive, I mean, it's horrible, but it works. McNeil now trying to put the ball into the box. It's gone over everyone, and Melia is able to catch it. And he's going to look to release here, but he's got no options. I think we need to make an attacking substitution here. Aronson's done a little bit, but not much. I think we need to see a little bit of Ruta. What harm can it do? We're losing the game. We need the points, or we need a point at least, and we're not making any substitutions. I think we need to give Ruta the chance now to come on, because we don't have any other options and we're not doing well. Ball into the box here by Harrison. It's bounced over everyone, and Willie Nonto's going to try and win it off Mikalenko, and he's got a throw in there. Nonto throws it back. Christensen manages to keep the ball and give it out to Nonto there as he just falls over. Aronson now with the ball. He's being forced back by McNeil. Gives it into Ayling, who gives it across to Robin Koch. Robin Koch now trying to drive with the ball into the midfield, but gives it back to Firpo when he's got no options. James Tyree saying Everton have played better today. Leeds look poor. I think it's been a pretty even game, to be honest. For me, I think it's been a pretty even game, other than them having maybe a few more chances in this second half. I don't think it's been that. I think it's looked like we're both 2 teams in the relegation zone. Oh, Bamford tries to lay it off for Aronson, but he couldn't quite get it under his spell. Ayling tries to put a ball in the box. It's headed away by Tarkovsky. Now Aronson tries to win the ball back, but wins a free kick there from Idrissa Gana Gueye. A combination of him and Dwight McNeil, I think, as well. Such a deflating way to concede. Yeah, I don't think we've... it's just a silly goal again, isn't it? Again, it's just a silly... it's so frustrating. It's hard to be positive about any of this. And hard not to be depressing, but... yeah, we've got a chance to get the ball into the box now, so let's have a look. Jack Harrison getting ready to put the ball into the box. Let's hope it gets past Pickford's little T-Rex arms. Jack Harrison then with the ball into the box. Crosses it in, goes over everybody and out for a goal kick. Tamsterman saying it's so Jesse Marsh. Yeah, and that's because Skripala hasn't really changed much. He's made us a little bit more organised. Kind of the things that we were asking Jesse Marsh to do, but you can see it kind of still doesn't work. And the substitution I was calling out for is happening now. Jorginho Ruter is coming on for Wilfred Gnonto. So that's Gnonto off. And... Ruter is coming on. The substitutions are up there now for everybody to see. Looks like we've gone 2 up top. Ruter's gone up top with Patrick Bamford, which I think is probably the best thing to do in this situation, is try to get another player up there. But... Ilian Melia with the ball now, tries to send it long. Oh, it wasn't Gnonto that came off. Sorry, Rob, it was McKennie that came off, wasn't it? Away subs off. It wasn't Gnonto, it was... McKennie. There we go. Another free kick then, chance to get the ball in the box for Leeds United here. Harrison stood over it alongside Tyler Adams. They look like they may be able to play it into Aronson's feet, who's standing nearby, but Harrison chips it into the box to the back post, and it just goes over everybody again and out for another Everton goal kick. So frustrating. So frustrating. Seriously worrying now. Seriously worrying. Tell all the Leeds fans are not happy with this at all. What formation are we playing then if McKennie is off for Rutter? They've gone 2 up top, and Tyler Adams is now a lone holding midfielder with Aronson in front of him, and 2 strikers with a left winger and a right winger. It's almost like a 4-1... Like a 4-1... I don't know. I don't know the numbers. I could just tell you who's on and off. Maupai's coming off. And coming on is... Ellis Sims, who I've never seen in my life, so I had to wait for a while to see. There we go, Sims. Long ball then forward from Everton into the Leeds box. It's flicked on and Meslier is able to catch it. Desperately need a new manager. Yeah, we do desperately need a new manager. Aronson's just given the ball away to Sims. Now Idrissa Gana Gueye with the ball into Davis's feet. Then into Gana again. And Rutter wins the ball back. It's sent long by the Leeds defence. I think it was Robin Koch. Now Pickford sends it long. Winner by Rasmus Christensen into Nonto's feet. Nonto's being tracked here by Dwight McNeil, but manages to try and get the ball away, but it's only gone to Tom Davis, who kicks it straight out for a Leeds throw-in, so we've managed to get the ball back, but Rasmus now with the chance to throw the ball in. I don't know, just what I don't really know what... Oh, nice. Oh... Bamford tried to chest it back for Aronson to volley, and Aronson's volley was absolutely useless. If Aronson had scored that, it would have been absolute limbs. But thank you, Darren. Welcome to the channel then. Unfortunately, it's not been a very happy day today. But... I mean, if we score, the whole thing changes because we go out of the relegation zone and we've got a good squad. We just need a manager to come in and right the ship, steady the ship. But at the moment, it just doesn't. It's just like, where's your next win coming from? Southampton is still bloody beating. Southampton is still bloody beating Chelsea, I think. Yeah, 82nd minute and they're still winning. Bournemouth are still beating Wolves. Apparently that's a free kick. Can't tell how that's a free kick, but yeah, I mean, the points between us and 14th is now 5, and the gap's going to continue to get bigger. Now Everton have got a free kick in a situation that is much like a corner. Dwight McNeil's free kick into the box, and Meslier is able to catch it. Come on, Leeds. Ayling now with the ball. 85th minute here. Ayling drives out of the ball, gives it into... Loose pass to Aronson. Firpo wins it back, but gives it away because his touch was too heavy. Aronson then wins the ball back. Firpo now has it. Firpo attacking towards the Everton goal. Now Rutter tries to have a shot and it's deflected, but only as far as Rasmus Christensen, who gets it into Nonto, who's then won a corner. The Everton ball boys being a little shit there and trying to stop Nonto getting the ball. Jorginho, Rutter had tried to have a shot there, but it was deflected away. And Leeds now have a corner. Oh, God, I'm worried about Leeds. Are we making more substitutions? You know how hard it is to keep track of that? Harrison to be replaced by Greenwood. Delivery in from Sam Greenwood. Oh, Ayling can't quite get it on target. Adams now has to play it all the way back. Yeah, it's Harrison that's gone off. So, there we go. Ayling heads it, flicked on by Greenwood, then flicked on by Bamford, and Rutter tries to take it, manages to get down the line past his man. Now Rutter with the ball, manages to come inside and give it into Sam Greenwood. Sam Greenwood challenged there, but manages to retain possession, tries to put it into the box, and Leeds are trying to win it back, but it's gone all the way back to the halfway line again, where Robin Koch's able to pick it up. Koch tries to play it down the line, but McNeil gets a head on it. Leeds need a bloody goal here. Oh, what a touch from Rutter. What a touch from Rutter there. Yeah, we just need to shoot now. I mean, it's throw the kitchen sink at it. Like, just shoot. Please, just actually have shots. Greenwood looks like he's going to put this in the box here. It's quite far out, but as long as he can put it in the box, there's always a chance. Oh, it's bouncing around and it's fallen to Doucouré, who's hurt himself clearing that, I think. Now Ayling with the ball. Gives it back to Tyler Adams. Tyler Adams over to the other wing where where Wilfred Nonto is waiting. Now Rasmus Christensen. Rasmus Christensen loses out to Seamus Coleman. Your touch is terrible, man. Please. Please keep hold of the ball. Oh my God, they're through on goal. They are through on goal. Aronson with a game-saving tackle. It's a good job that was Doucouré. It is a damn good job that was Doucouré. Come on, Rutter. Or Aronson take it. He's just lost the ball. We're not getting a draw here, are we? You can just tell. Tamsterman saying that I've been better than the team. Going to work in a few hours. I appreciate it. Hope to read 3-1 winning Leeds in the morning, but I guess that will happen in my dreams. Yeah, thanks for joining us, Tamsterman. Let's hope that we can even get one goal. But yeah, thanks for joining me, mate. Hopefully work's not too bad. Come on. Iwobi sends it long. Koch sends it back to Meslier. Everton crowd shouting for a pass back, but I don't think he meant to do that. Long ball from Tyler Adams. Is Nonto going to get there? So frustrating. So frustrating. Oh, God. Probably 5 minutes added on. Probably 5 minutes added on. We've got 30 seconds left of regular time. Oh. Ball back with Melier now. 15 seconds left of regular time. Patrick Bamford trying to run into the box, but it's cleared there by Cody, and it's going to be a Leeds throw in. I'm just going to start that other timer. 4 minutes added time. I'm just going to put it on screen now for you. Foul throw, apparently, from Rasmus Christensen. Foul throw? You're a professional footballer, mate. You should not be giving away a foul throw. It's ridiculous. We really need a manager. Chris Wood saying we need to give the board hell after this shambles. How are you commenting on this when you've just scored against Man City? Patrick Bamford tries to win it there, but it's taken off him. Firpo just gives it straight to Iwobi, and Iwobi's now going to beat him in a foot race, but Tyler Adams manages to get back and give it into Ilian Melier, who gives it back out to Firpo again. Firpo now drives with the ball. Good little pass into Sam Greenwood. Tries to pass it through to Rutte, but there's too much on it. Ah! So frustrating. I hate Pickford. I'm sorry. I know he's England keeper or anything, but I hate him. Passing it all the way back to his touchline and then diving on it and wasting as much time as possible. Oh, I can't stand him. He sent it long. Ayling wins the header. Then Rasmus just passes it straight to Idrissa Gay. I'm losing patience with Rasmus. Now Sims is trying to get into the box, but Robin Cox taking it off him and giving it for an Everton throw. Come on, Leeds. Just one goal and we're out the relegation zone, I think. But goddamn, do we need it? I don't know why I just said goddamn, that was horrendous. Yeah, losing Rodrigo as well. I think Rodrigo, that chance that Bamford completely just missed the ball, I think Rodrigo hits that, at least on target. Tyler Adams tries to send it out of the air, out of this packed in space, but it's just not an option because there's so many. People saying that we need to accept that we're going down and stuff. We don't even have a manager at the moment, so when we do, I mean, there's every chance that we turn this around. Tyler Adams is so good. He's won as a goal kick there. Tyler Adams is so good. We don't beat Southampton without a manager. Yeah, I think we just do. I think, Michael, we played well against Man United because it's Man United and the players know how big of a game it is, and we were just like, we knew we've got to sit in and try and defend and then try and hit them on the break, and that's easier to do than trying to break down a team like Everton who are cutting into the box, and Tom Davies shoots and Ayling blocks, and now Gana Gay shoots and it's gone wide. We have good players, Michelle's saying, and I agree. We've got better players than Everton in general. I mean, Onana's probably better than any of our midfielders. But other than that, our squad is better than theirs, objectively, apart from maybe their back four. Well, especially the back two. Final whistle's gone. Final whistle's gone. And we are spending this weekend until next week in the relegation zone, at least. Chris Wood saying, I hate football. I hate football too. Now Nonto and... I hate Seamus Coleman. I hate his little face. Nonto was having a go at him there. Wolves Bournemouth is in the 95th minute as well. Just seeing scenes from that. Bournemouth are through here. They're going to make it 2-0. Oh, no. It's saved. You said Onana. Oh, yeah, maybe Onana's not better than Tyler. Well, at the role he does. I mean, Onana's not a holding midfielder. He's more of a number 8. Tyler Adams is better as a defensive midfielder. But, yeah, yeah, it's awful, isn't it? I can't stand it. It's so horrendous. It's just another stupid mistake, isn't it? Meslier stood off his line, makes a stupid mistake. We lose 1-0. We end the weekend in the relegation zone. It's horrendous. I'll be on the final word tomorrow night on the Just Joe Football Show. So come check us out at 8 PM tomorrow night on the Just Joe Football Show. The final word, where we're just talking about what happened and what needs to happen in the future. But we definitely need a new manager. And yeah, I think it needs to be somebody like Nuno. I think he keeps us up. We've got the quality to stay up. We just need a manager to do it. And that I think is Nuno Espirito Santo. So, yes, we've gone and lost 1-0 to Everton. I'm not going to do a match reaction now because I just, I can't talk about Leeds anymore. I need to go and do something else. But yes, I will be live tomorrow night on the Just Joe Football Show on the final word. And if there's more concrete evidence that a manager is coming in, Nuno or whoever it might be, I will go and do some research and make a Tactics Explained video, which is kind of becoming a staple of this channel now, a Tactics Explained video. I'll make one on the new manager so that everybody can get an idea of what it's like. And then, like I said, next weekend there'll be sorry, I keep saying live watch along. Match day vlog. A match day vlog of the Southampton game, which now that we've lost this one is even bigger. It's absolutely monumental that we get a result from that game. So we really need to get a manager before then. And get that new manager bouncing, get a win on the board, because that changes things significantly if we can get 3 points. Thank you, everybody who's joined me, all the usual suspects, Rob, Michael, Stephen, Michelle, all of you, basically, K-Bone. If I've missed anyone, sorry, but yeah, all the usual suspects, you know who you are. Thank you for joining me and making it more enjoyable by having people to chat to whilst we're doing this. But yes, that is going to be the end for this one. We have lost 1-0 to Everton. I hope everybody has a good rest of your weekend. But yeah, tomorrow night we'll be live on the Just Joe Football Show, the final word, and then there'll be more content, plenty more content next week for Leeds United, who will stay up this season. Mark my words, we will stay up this season if we get a manager and it's not Skabala till the end of the season. We will stay up. So yes, let's be optimistic. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time on Leeds Lately.